Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Apex Overwatch Season 3. I am Atlas, joined by the lovely Achilles.
Aww.
And we've got some massive matches today.
Yeah, we really do. Some very important ones here. Afreeca Freaks, Blue, X6 Gaming, both teams that have picked up wins in their group, but still a lot of proving to be done. Their opponents in Kongdoo for the side of X6, and then RunAway for Afreeca Freaks, Blue, not putting up very strong opposition.
Yeah, not too many on the ultimate front, as Arhan does get a Dragon Blade once again. Now going to throw it down immediately, actually, as Transcendence was also used. This is the last-ditch effort now as we go into overtime. Arhan looking for this one. Timeboy was able to, Donghyun was able to grab a kill onto BB, so this is important. The supports are now down, and Afreeca Freaks looking like they might be able to grab this one back. Last-ditch effort with the Primal Rage, but No Smite's probably just going to go down.
It's going to be decent delay tactics, so as Timeboy gets ready to sprint his way back in. We'll see how long he can hold this. The recall already coming through, trying to keep himself safe. He gets taken out. Recap will come through for Afreeca Freaks in their favor. Can anyone contest this? The answer is going to be no.
Of course, everyone loves it on this particular map.
There we go.
Godsby is going to fall down to Arhan. It's a nice dash kill.
Yeah, just cutting straight through him. Timeboy goes down as well, so both the big DPS from the side of X6 get taken out, and this should just be a very swift take for the side of Afreeca Freaks, who are running. You know, this
Recry's looking good on this Sombra
exactly.
as well. Yep,
but he needs to have that performance, so we haven't seen from him yet. Here comes Recry right around the sidelines.
Yeah, EMP's going to go down there as well, as there's 2 kills already here for Afreeca Freaks Blue. Recry, you can see he's just dancing around this fight, and everyone seems to be able to just stay on this point. It's a good sound barrier from X6, but I don't think it's going to buy them enough.
But there's going to be the sound barrier available for Mickie, who actually drops it right now.
Yeah, Arhan's going to throw out his ultimate there as well, in tandem, just to make sure that they can stay alive for this one, but they don't really need to worry about it too much. This D.Va mech is going to fall down, and Urban is going to follow very, very quickly, and now it's honestly just Gilly trying to buy time on this point as we've gone into the overtime. It's not going to last very long, though, as Arhan's just going to put his elbow into him.
He has to drop down off the wall, and then that's No Smite leaping in with the Primal Rage, but still goes low and gets taken out. So, can they tag somebody in? The answer is going to be no. Afreeca Freaks, 2-0.
Yeah, Swift 2-0 there on control. We're asking this question, but it's really looking like Afreeca Freaks Blue coming out super strong against X6.
Enough we're going to be seeing.
This composition. They've done it. It's exactly the one that we were talking about just before Achilles.
Yeah, the Torbjorn coming through. Mono for a second there was hovering over the Reinhardt. But Arhan, he's sticking through. The DPS player on the Orisa. My body is ready, Atlas.
He's doing it, ready to put down that shield for the turret, knowing that the Orisa is there to help save it. Throwing down the barrier right now, you can see, is this dive going to be enough? Because Orisa does a lot of damage. As you can see, that mech is just torn up.
Yeah, massive clip that can come out, and it's pretty accurate on the spray as well. So Arhan with his tracking should have a pretty fun time, unlike No Smite, who is just getting killed inside of his own bubble.
Really nice Helix Rocket. It's available for everyone as well, as his Torbjorn's been getting a lot of work done, but has lost his turret now as X6 starting to fight back. But look at this, they haven't been able to really get the kills that are important.
No, they can't. They jump onto this high ground, but they're just a shooting gallery for Recry to just fire away, so it gets rid of No Smite.
They do have that Molten Core, which is just so difficult to get through, especially with the protection that this turret has. They do make their way onto the point. And there it is, the Molten Core goes down, and this Torbjorn's really going to be cutting through these guys, buying so much time for Afreeca Freaks Blue. There's a Attack Visor as well. There's even a kill with the self-destruct out of the Afreeca Freaks Blue.
Yeah, double Nano Visor coming through, but X6 don't win out on the fight, and Gilly out.
See now X6 going for this last-ditch effort. They may get another push through as the turret is taken out first up. That is definitely very important, but still, there are ultimates aplenty. We've got the Pulse. Sorry, the Nano that does come out. They just throw it straight on top of Mano. The self-destruct comes in, actually picks up 2 kills on the side of X6. And is this going to be the point as Arhan? He's going to get taken out, and finally, X6 Gaming will claim this first point.
We have the first tick so far. We'll see how much Afreeca really want to invest into delaying this one. The Primal Rage is still there for Mono, has not popped it. So they might try to retake this one, because honestly, they very well could do it.
They've made it back onto the point.
Well, now they're starting to peel back. They're going up into the high ground. But it looks like they do want to commit in for this.
Yeah, we've only got 10 seconds to go here as well, so X6 Gaming well and truly on the ropes. Arhan has picked up a kill already with a switch over to Tracer. Mano as well, BB's dead. I mean, there's just not a lot of support as Recry just turns up with the Attack Visor in the nick of time. Yeah. Oh, he gets jumped on.
Couldn't get to the barrier, so he does go down, but still, this is going to be Afreeca Freaks that complete essentially that team-wide
And
coming through. But having the Transcendence up to go with the Dragon Blade would be very nice for them. But already he's going to go ahead and draw it out.
Yeah, Dragon Blade comes out and Godspeed's going to be the first one to fall. That is so much of the DPS dead. He does get taken down as Nosemite just smacks him with the hammer. But Donghyun's still here. They've still got so much DPS available on the side of the Afreeca Freaks Blue. They should be able to infiltrate this point. There it is. Nosemite's going to fall.
Again, they only need about 66% or 56% here. And they're still getting picked off. X6, this might just be the end right here.
Yeah, good sleep under Recry, but it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. All right.
This is a fast series, Achilles.
All right, so I mean, basically what we're learning is that X6 is probably the second on that Widowmaker duty.
Yeah, the Reflect is now on cooldown as well, so he is able to be knocked out.
Yeah, but he had the poison trap, dashed right over it. Godspeed comes up with the kill.
Nicely done, yeah. Godspeed. Now it's the battle with Recry, who is going to be taken out, but it's Hyobin who's going to be the one to do it. There's Timeboy, 5 health now as well, still doing battle. Does get some heals, and he survives somehow. X6 trying to get onto this point. Nicely done. It's Godspeed. Fish in a barrel here available for him.
Yeah, pretty much. Nobody really able to answer him. 5 on the side of Afreeca Freaks Blue. Lucid will have that nano boost very soon. If X6 dump everything, they need to get something on the point.
Well, they have jumped onto the point here as the Transcendence comes out from X6. Recry will have that EMP, but he's biding his time, waiting for that self-destruct that takes down Donghyun. But there's the EMP. The answering kill comes down with the double coming out from this self-destruct if you include the mech. Oh, really nicely played. Timeboy does get one back on this Roadhog, who has the whole hog available and has sat on the point for quite some time.
Yeah, but they're not even going to get a pick from this one. Nosemite now coming in by himself. He'll die.
Years.
That hasn't really worked for them in the past.
Yeah, Recry looking for this flanking play as he's at 95%. There it is, the EMP available now as at least Godspeed does get the kill onto Arhan. That is very, very important actually. He was still building that Dragon Blade, and that's 2 kills now coming down for X6. They've made it onto the point here in overtime, but there's the EMP. Where is the answering kills, though, from Afreeca Freaks? Because it looks like Recry doesn't have too many options. Lots of damage here off to the side, but Timeboy has taken out the front line.
Hyobin's gone down, and that's going to be the Gilly actually having the desperation use that sound barrier. Have about 1 tick so far, but they need so much more on the side of X6.
Yeah, Donghyun looking to go down in that Baby D.Va form there as well as Godspeed does clean him up after getting rid of that mech at the same time.
Let's get in here. It's going to be such a long run back, though, for the side of X6. Arhan falls. It's going to be a nice start, but Godspeed gets traded back here as Mono picks him up, drops down, gets that health pack, and just for a second, if they go off this point, that overtime meter is going to drop.
Yeah, we do have Recry back to the Sombra now as well. He tried out the Tracer just for a little moment, as now Timeboy is going to fall. Self-destruct comes in to buy some space. Afreeca Freaks Blue, they've still got a lot of ultimates available. The Pulse Bomb did come out, and there's another self-destruct that is going to be able to take down the enemy D.Va as well.
But look at this, they're just sweeping right through them.
There, Arhan has a decent spot, but that is going to be a couple of kills coming out now already. Nice shot comes out from Godspeed, actually gets the poison mine onto Mono.
That's the opening.
Yeah, everyone's just falling down. Godspeed down to 1 health and is going to get Arhan to death.
They finally got him. It took Godspeed dropping down onto the point itself to get
3-0 victory. And solidify themselves as looking like easily the strongest team in this group as Recry has already picked up a kill. Yeah, the Transcendence comes down as well from Afreeca Freaks Blue. They've still got ultimates to go at the same time as Arhan throws out the Dragon Blade. They really want to put a cork in this series immediately. And that is going to be the Sombra falling surely very, very quickly as X6 just melts.
He dashes his way back out there, but now the cap started to come through here for the side of Afreeca Freaks. They need to get on the point. It's a couple more seconds.
So close. As there's the sound barrier just to solidify their victory. X6 Gaming, Hyobin, I mean, it's a desperation self-destruct, but it's looking like this tick should be coming in any moment. Gilly's dancing around, trying to skate around these walls. Decent EMP there from BB. As another self-destruct comes in, Donghyun's going to be able to lock down the kill onto Gilly. And X6, they're holding on, but how long can they do this for?
It's all down to the D.Va.
5 minutes, remember, Achilles.
Yeah, the D.Va goes off the point. They jump back in here with the Winston, but Nosemite immediately goes down. They're just trying to buy as much time as they possibly can. Godspeed dashing, and now Gilly riding the walls up towards the top of the map, trying to buy as much time as they possibly can, because it's only going to take a second more.
There
and that's
it
going to be it coming through. 4 minutes, 51 seconds left on the clock. Afreeca Freaks Blue pick up probably the most concise victory we've seen so far in Season 3. Take down X6, and they just put him in the ground.
오늘 팀원들이 너무 잘해줘서 너무 고맙고 일단 3대 0이라는 게 정말 뜻깊고 영광스럽다고 생각합니다. 새로 온 루시드 선수가 정말 잘하고 그리고 마노 선수가 피지컬이 많이 올랐어요. 그리고 아르한 선수도 많이 올랐고 전체적으로 팀 기량이 올라가다 보니까 자연스레 이렇게 팀이 세진 것 같아요. 저희도 로그랑 스크림 하면서 그걸 당해봤거든요. 그래서 궁이 없을 때 그런 식으로 입구를 압박하는 게 정말 좋은 전략이라고 생각하고 그리고 아직 그걸 대적할 방법은 생각은 안 해두었는데 그래도 정말 좋아가지고 저희도 따라하고는 있는데 아직 대적할 방법은 못 찾았어요. 이번 시즌은 무조건 우승하겠습니다.